Hi everyone! Welcome to the first episode of my playlist called Tip Tech, na kung saan ay papaliwanag natin sa mas madaling pamamaraan yung mga terms or yung mga issues na related sa technology at kung paano ito nakaka-apekto sa ating pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. By the way, ako nga pala si JC, and if you will find this video helpful, please consider liking this video and might as well consider subscribing. In this video, we're going to talk about the SIM registration in the Philippines. So bilang isang Pilipino o bilang isang individual na naninirahan sa Pilipinas, alam ko at danas ko yung nakaka-receive talaga nung text from unknown numbers na nag-offer na kung ano-ano. In my experience, yung peak talaga nito is yung last year. Sobrang laking palaisipan talaga kung paano nila nakukuha yung mga numbers natin. In time na naisabatas yung RA 11934 or yung SIM Registration Act noong October. Kasi sa batas na to, nire-require yung mga citizens and yung mga individuals na naninirahan sa Pilipinas at gumagamit ng cellular service na mag-register ng numbers. So, sakop nito yung mga existing na gumagamit ng networks or yung mga individual na bibili pa lamang ng bagong SIM cards. So, required din mag-register. Sakop din ng batas na ito yung foreigners or tourists na bibisita, naninirahan, nag-aaral o nagtatrabaho sa loob ng Pilipinas. Law na to, naging effective siya noong December 27, 2022. So, yung mismo registration din niya talaga is from December 27 last year and it will end on April 26, 2023. Mostly yung deadline is pwede pa siyang i-extend. According sa mga published articles, April 26 talaga is yung specific deadline na specified the DICT to be the actual deadline for the SIM registration. In this video, ipapakita ko kung paano kayo makapag-register ng number using online method. So, for those individual na gusto nyo nang skip to the actual registration, you can just check the timestamp below of this video so that you can copy or just go ahead or follow the steps that I will do. Kasi sa mismong batas na to, merong mga questions na hindi agad nasasagot and mostly kailangan mo talagang i-research. Pero in this video, I just want to emphasize the importance of giving this information so that those individuals will not spend their time going to the telco and might as well they can save their time doing other important stuffs. So we have some of the questions here and I might go ahead and address them already. So yung disclaimer lang, yung mga answers dito is based sa IRR or Implementing Rules and Regulation ng batas or nag-base din ako dun sa mismong RA na publish mula sa Gazette, official Gazette ng Philippines, so that I can give you the most accurate answer as possible. For the first question, kung postpaid subscriber ako, anong gagawin ko? Need ko ba mag-register? The answer is yes and no. Yes, you still have to register. Register in a sense that you need to confirm to your network that your provided information are still correct and up to date. And no, you don't have to provide anymore your IDs and other necessary information since you already provided that before when you applied for a plan for that telco. So for the case of Smart, according to this article that they posted, if you are a postpaid user, you just have to confirm your personal information and IDs you have submitted to them for your postpaid plan. For that confirmation, you just need to text yes to 5858 and you should receive confirmation message from the Smart upon successful SIM registration. For Globe, I think it is the same process but hindi ko makita yung mismong info sa kanilang registration. I think you need to contact your telco for that. I think you will not register anymore since you have provided already your information and IDs when you register for a plan. You can just check with them kung need pa ba nila ng accurate or confirmation from you to have the actual registration of your SIM card, or pwede ring registered ka na since might as well na meron ka ng data mula sa kanila. Next, if I am using TM or Touch Mobile or Talk and Text or TNT as my provider, anong platform or site yung gagamitin ko? If you're using those networks, you can use the same links as their mother company. For example, if gumagamit ka ng TM, ang gagamitin mong link for online registration is for Globe. Kasi nga, TM is under Globe. This same also applies with TNT, which is under Smart. Next, what are the ways we can register our SIM cards? There are two ways in registering your numbers. First is through online, which is backed by the telcos so that we can easily submit our data. And other one is through in person. Pupunta ka sa mismong kiosk ng telco mo. Also, yung registration dito, sa pag-register ng number is free. Wala kayong babayaran kahit magkano. Libre po ito at nag-text din naman yung NTC sa mga numbers natin na nagpapaalala na yung mismong pag-register ay libre at wala dapat sisingilin ng mga telco sa inyo. For our fourth question is, how can we register the SIM card of our minor children? Or if I am a minor or still a minor, what should I do? So according to the official gazette, you can register your children's number under your name. If binigyan niyo yung anak niyo ng number, especially may face-to-face class na ngayon, you register the number, it should be under your name. You will provide your IDs as a parent or a guardian so that the number of your child or children will not be deactivated. So next question, what are the accepted valid IDs for the registration? So according to official gazette, here are the list of the valid government IDs for SIM registration. Ilalagay ko na lang siya dito, and you can just pause it so that you can read it or check if you have one of those. Okay, for our sixth question, if I am a foreign national, what should I do? What are the requirements I should present when I register my number? For foreign nationals, there are two cases for this. So for the first one is for those individuals who are residing in the country, and the other one is for the foreign nationals who are just visiting the Philippines. So for this one, for foreign nationals, you will register your full name, nationality, passport number, and address in the Philippines, and you can present the following requirements that I will leave here. You can just check these requirements if you have any of these so that you can proceed with the registration. For foreign nationals who are visiting the country, note that the SIM cards held by you will be only valid for 30 days upon activation. So this can be also extended upon the presentation of valid and approved visa extension. Okay, for our seventh question, paano if nawala yung phone ko or nawala yung SIM card ko or namatay ako? So for that case, mangyayari is your guardian or your family relative will request to the telco for the deactivation of your number. Upon the request, the telco should deactivate your SIM card within 24 hours. Also, if a SIM card is stolen along with the phone, yung owner must immediately contact the telco so that they can immediately deactivate your number. So along with that request, you will provide the following details: age, name, birthday, and etc. With that, ma-cross-check naman nila yun sa system nila if ikaw ba talaga yon, since magpo-provide ka naman ng ID for additional information. For our eighth question, if a subscriber lives in a remote area or has limited technology, paano sila makakapag-register? Applicable to sa mga far-flung areas in the country, especially yung wala pa rin talagang signal ng internet connection until today. For this case, the DICT or Department of Information Communications and Technology, along with DILG and other related departments of the government, will help together with the telco to reach those areas and to help those users to register the numbers. For our ninth question, what happens if I did not register my number until the deadline? So, paano kung di ka nag-register until April 29, 2023? The simple answer is your number will be deactivated. So, paano naman kung na-deactivate yung number ko? Pwede pa bang ma-reactivate yun? Syempre naman, given na magpo-provide ka ng requirements for the verification and i-comply mo yung nasa requirements na hinihingi ng telco mo. For our last question, how many numbers or how many SIM cards can I register under my name? The answer is as many as you want. So as long as you will register your numbers and you will provide the necessary informations asked by your telco to you, you can register them and you can use them the way that you want it to be used. I hope that I was able to answer some of the questions that may arise after you watch this video. So in the next part, I will show on how you can register your number using 3 networks. For this, I'm going to use Talk and Text, TM, and also D2 SIM cards. Now I'm going to show you on how you can register your TNT and Smart SIM cards. So the same link will be applied into both of them. So the links are available in the description of this video. Tap that and it will direct you here. Once you're in the site, it will just show you this portion. Now go to this first part that requires you to enter your mobile number. Just input your mobile number and then select this box on the lower portion of it. This part consists of the terms and conditions. Now tap send OTP. Then go to your messages and copy and paste the OTP to your browser. Now tap verify OTP. Next, tap OK. And in this first portion, you just need to select which ID you're going to use for this registration. So for me, I'm going to use my postal ID. Now select this take photo button here and then hit allow if this prompts you also, so that your browser can use your camera. Now put your ID in a plain flat surface and take a photo of it. Once finished, tap submit and follow this prompt here to scan your face. And then once finished with this, the site automatically fills out all of the ID details and just finish the other portion that requires answer from you. Now tap next. And in this part, you just need to fill out this. This consists of your address. Okay, once finished with your address, you can input also your alternate contact information. If you do not wish to input that, you can just tap and go ahead and just select next. And we have it here. It is just a summary of what we filled out on the first portions. And if you do not found any mistakes, you can just scroll down and select the prompt on the lower portion. Now tap next. And now it shows that my SIM is on its way to verification. Now after less than 10 seconds, it should message me that my SIM card is now registered. Okay, and as what you can see right now, my SIM card is now registered. So it is very easy and very straight to the point. Okay, here's how you can register your TM and Globe SIM cards. So first, go ahead and check the description. The links are there. You can just tap and it will redirect you here. Now tap register now. Once you are here on this site, it will direct you into this new portion of the site. Just scroll down and now input your mobile number. Once finished, tap register. An OTP will be sent to your device within 5 minutes. If the OTP isn't detected just like here, you can just go ahead and check the messages and copy and paste it there. Now fill out this primary information about yourself. This consists of name, nationality, and type of registration. Okay, for the second portion, you just need to input your address. So this consists of your province, city, zip code, and barangay. Once finished, tap next. Now in this part, you need to input which ID you're going to use. So for this, I'm going to select PRC ID since this is my mother's number. Input the ID number as well, and then select the photo of the ID. You can also use the browser to take a photo of the ID. Okay, now proceed in taking a selfie. Tap use photo and once those are both uploaded, tap next. Now you can just read it here for a few seconds, and once you're finished reading it, you can now tap this box here and press submit. After a few seconds, you should now receive a confirmation text from Globe confirming that your number is now registered. So it is very easy and very straight to the point. For Dito, you need to download first their app in the App Store or the Play Store. So once you finish downloading that, it will just open the app and select the My Account button on the lower right side. Then tap Sign In. If this is your first time doing this, tap Sign In with SMS on the lower portion. Just input your number first and tap Get SMS Code to proceed into signing inside the app. Okay. Tap No Thanks. Once you see here, you will see here this banner that shows registration. Now you just need to fill this out from your mobile number until to the last portion of the address. Since this first part, you just need to fill out the primary details such as name, birthday, and gender. For the next portion, you just need to select an ID that you will use in the registration. So for this, I'm going to select Postal ID, but since Postal ID is not available, I'm going to select other valid government issued ID. Tap OK. Now proceed in inputting the ID number. Once we're finished with the ID number, we will now proceed into filling out the address. This consists of the city, province, zip code, and etc. Okay, after this, we will need to take a photo of our ID. You can take a photo of it using the app, or you can just take a photo before doing this. Once the first photo is uploaded, we will need to take a selfie with the ID. Okay. Since I'm already registered, once you're finished with this, tap Get OTP. Since I'm registered already, once I tap this, I will get an error. Okay, let's assume that you already got your OTP. Now tap the two boxes here. Okay, once you're finished with that, tap Submit. And after doing this, you should be able to get a prompt like this inside the app. I wasn't able to do this since I've encountered an error before, so you should be able to see this once you tap Submit. So the process is very easy and you'll be able to get the prompt within a few seconds. Okay, I hope this video was able to help you to answer some of your concerns regarding the SIM registration app. If you have any further questions that this video was not able to answer, you can message in the comments below and I will try to answer them to the fullest extent of my capacity as creator. Yun lamang po. Thank you and see you in my next video. Bye!